How does the buzzing thing work? Sorry, I don't really know.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So basically you join bussin.live and I will be reading out the packet. Once you have your answer, you know your answer and you want to buzz in, just click, the green button right there. You just buzz in on that and then we'll get a sound notification and we'll pause the toss up to hear your answer.
Do you know what the code is for that?
Yeah.
If you go into the room 3 chat, it is 223656.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Thank you.
So is everyone ready?
Do we have to turn on our cameras?
I believe you do.
Okay.
Okay, so once I see everyone's turning on their cameras, I can start. Okay. Just Rishi and Suhas from Green Level A, can you guys turn on your cameras, please? Thank you. Okay, just Rishi now. Please turn on your camera. Okay, we got everybody. I'm gonna start now. Toss-up 1. One of these devices generates an output of a train of spikes when a ligand is isothermally added to its binding partner in a solution. Here, gallium, indium, or benzoic acid can be used to calibrate the differential scanning type of these devices. The equation m times c times delta t is used in a technique in...
I think I buzzed, yeah.
Yes.
Microscopes.
Incorrect. Negative. Let me see. I'm going to put the buzz-in system over here. Okay, restart. When applied to combustion reactions, a form of these devices that operate under constant volume, their bomb type. Under constant pressure, a simple type of them consists of a styrofoam cup and thermometer. 10 points. Name these laboratory devices, which are used in a namesake technique to measure the heat change of a reaction. One, two, three, four.
Is it temperature? Or thermometer, sorry, thermometer, direct.
Answer is calorimeters.
Sorry? Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot, okay. Should I... Okay, so the bonus goes dead, right? Nobody got it? Okay. Toss-up 2. The equivalence of entities with this property is posited in the slingshot argument. Richard Rorty argued that since vocabularies are made of human beings, so is this concept, and stated in Contingency, Irony, and Solidarity that the only good definition of it was Donald Davidson's. The Gettier problems challenge a definition by Plato in which knowledge is a justified belief with this concept. Coherence theory asserts that property for a statement consistent with the system, while the correspondence theory of this concept states that this property depends on reality. 10 points. Name this property that is contrasted with falsehood. Jaden, R.A., Ripoff Asians.
Truth.
That is correct. 10 points. Okay. Bonus 2 for Ripoff Asians. Before this event, its victim gave a final speech in which he said that other men will overcome this dark and bitter moment when treason seeks to prevail, for 10 points each. Name the September 11th, 1973 event during which troops surrounded La Moneda Palace and a president shot himself with an AK-47 gifted by Fidel Castro.
Pinochet, right?
Is that directed?
Sure.
That is correct. Wait. Indicating a coup. Well... yeah, that's correct. With the help of the US, this brutal right-wing dictator assumed power following the death of Salvador Allende.
Pinochet.
Pinochet.
That is correct, 10 points. Pinochet and Allende both led this South American country, where the La Moneda Palace is located in Santiago.
Chile.
It's 30 on the bonus. Toss-up 3. This character's amazing sense of smell helped him identify a binder clip that was used to hold Mr. Galvin's lunch. This character and his girlfriend Angie bonded over Ches Doodles, which this character's father Marty made him go on a diet of. This character once received a record number of 7 detentions from his teachers, including his least favorite, Miss Godfrey. This character has a long-standing crush. Luhas?
Greg Heffley.
Correct. So, neg 5. This character has a long-standing crush on Jenny and befriends Francis and Teddy while appearing in PS 38 Middle School. For 10 points, name the spiky-haired comic strip character who appears in books by Lincoln Pierce. Lucas?
Like Nate.
Yes. He is right. Okay. So, bonus 3. Space probe is currently the farthest man-made object ever from Earth, a record 14.5 billion miles away. 10 points each. Name this NASA space probe launched in 1977. Its namesake Golden Records contain sounds of Earth, such as waves crashing, babies crying, and the works of Mozart and Chuck Berry.
Voyager 1.
Yeah.
Voyager 1.
Correct.
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
I got it. Voyager 1 was the first probe to take detailed photos of numerous moons of the sixth planet from the Sun, known for its extensive ring system.
Yes.
Saturn.
Correct? The Voyager 1 space probe also took a famous 1990 photograph of Earth, known by this 3-word phrase after its interpretation by Carl Sagan in a book 4 years later.
Oh, like the blue
Little
marble.
blue dot. Little blue dot, right?
No, blue marble, right? Wait, no, just go with little blue dot.
Little blue dot.
It's incorrect. It's pale blue dot. 20 on the
okay.
bonus. Toss-up 4. Ireland, ruled by this government, was captured during Operation Ironclad. This government's navy was neutralized by James Summerfield at the Battle of Mers el Kebir. This government oversaw the Vel de Hiv roundup, where victims were sent to the Drancy camp. The motto, yeah? Lucas?
Vichy France.
Yes, that's right in power. So that is 15 for Ripoff Asians. Toss-up 4. I'm sorry, bonus 4. This character expresses disgust towards broccoli pizza after moving to San Francisco. For 10 points each, name this girl who's guided through life by joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust in a 2015 movie.
Or can we discuss?
The person from Inside Out.
Answer?
Yeah, what's her name?
Riley?
Riley, yeah.
Riley is correct. Riley is the protagonist of this Pixar film series whose sequel came out in 2024.
Inside Out.
Inside Out 2 featured a addition of 4 new emotions: anxiety, embarrassment, envy, and this one, represented by a female character with long purple hair. Its name comes from the French for boredom.
Ennui.
Correct. So that is 30 on the bonus. Toss-up 5. During an interrogation at one of these events, one character is asked if the number 846 is possible or necessary. After being asked if the chicken or the egg came first during one of these events, one character's scream is interrupted by the sound of Meg playing the drum. Goldberg and McCann stop Stanley from assaulting Lulu in a play by Harold Pinter titled for one of these events. In another play, the husband of George Gibbs asks if anyone ever realizes life while they live it, while reliving one of these events. For 10 points, Emily Webb receives the 12th example of what annual events in our town?
Like birthday?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. The bonus was 1, 2, 3. They got 30 on the bonus. Okay, this goes to Ripoff Asians again. Bonus 5. This construct was supposedly sketched on a napkin during a dinner to convince Gerald Ford of its value. For 10 points each, Name this curve representing the relationship between tax rates and government revenue. Answer?
No answer.
No answer. The answer was Laffer curve. Arthur Laffer championed this theory, which advocates cutting taxes, reducing regulations, and promoting free trade for enhanced economic growth, rather than relying on effective demand. Critics of its usage by Ronald Reagan mocked it as trickle-down economics. Answer?
No answer.
The answer was supply-side economics. During Reagan's presidency, this measure of the general rise of the price for goods and services decreased from 13% to 4%.
Inflation, right?
Yeah.
Inflation.
Inflation.
That is correct. 10 on the bonus. Toss-up 6. A C major aria that introduces this character is considered one of the most difficult baritone arias because of its constant eighth notes in the 6/8 meter at an allegro vivace tempo. This character sings Non più Andrei to mock the military career of Cherubino. In one opera, the servant Marcellina attempts to marry this character, only to learn that she and Bartolo are his long-lost parents. This title character helps Count Almaviva court Rosina at the end of Rossini's The Barber of Seville. For 10 points, name this character whose marriage is depicted in a Mozart opera. Oh, sorry, Arjun? Is Arjun here?
Accidental. Sorry.
Oh, accident. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toss-up goes dead. Moving on to toss-up 7. Oh, the answer? Sorry. That was before the toss-up end.
Yeah, that was a net.
Yeah, that's an egg. Okay, sorry. And the answer was Figaro, except the marriage of Figaro. Okay. Toss-up 7. These people were the subject of the journal's Mord's Relation, which was actually written by Edward Winslow. Robert Cushman led a contingent of these people who settled in the Dutch land of Leyden. The leaking Speedwell carried members of this group, led by William Bradford, which chartered a document which was signed by 41 men, including Miles Standish. After a successful year of harvest, thanks to the help of the Squanto, this group celebrated... Yes, Tiger?
The Pilgrims.
That is correct. So, 10 points for green level A. Bonus 7. A piece for this many performers, which includes praises to the eternity and immortality of Jesus, was written during its composer's time in a German prisoner of war camp, with 10 points each. Name this number of performers, called by Oliver Messiaen's Quartet for the End of Time.
Should we just guess 4 for the quartet?
Yeah, sure. 4,
Yep.
I reckon.
Is correct. In his work as a music theorist, Messiaen compiled scales of limited transposition, which gave this name. Which he gave this name. Other scales commonly referred to by this term include the Dorian and the Lydian.
Oh,
Harmonics?
harmonic. No.
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
The answer is modes. Oliver Messiaen also wrote a piano solo titled For the Catalogue of These Animals. The third movement of the quartet for the End of Time includes a clarinet solo titled For the Abyss of These Animals. Answer?
Birds.
This is correct. So that would be 20 on the bonus. Toss-up 8. For modeling this force, Kenneth Wilson developed a non-perturbative lattice method. This interaction is overcome at the Hadge-Dorn temperature. The Yukawa interaction models the residual form of this force. Symmetries of this force became apparent when plotting charge against strangeness to create an eighth-fold diagram. This force's property of asymptomatic freedom is reproduced by an SU3 gauge theory called quantum chromodynamics. Neutrons are bound together by this force, which is mediated by gluons and holds protons and neutrons. Tiger?
Strong nuclear force.
Yes. That is 10 on toss-up 8. So, bonus 8 for green level. Song of Susanna and the Little Sisters of Illyria are books that appear in a series by this author, which includes themes of the American West. For 10 points each, name this American author, whose fantasy and horror novels include Salem's Lot, The Shining, and It. 5, 4, 2, 1. Answer?
No answer.
The answer was Stephen King. This series of 8 novels by King follows the journey of Roland Deschain, the last gunslinger, on his quest to reach the title location. Answer?
No answer.
This was the Dark Tower series. This character serves as an antagonist of many books in the Dark Tower series. He attempts to prevent Roland Deschain from reaching the Dark Tower so he can claim it for himself. Answer?
No answer.
This was Rondel Flag, so that would be 0 on the bonus. Toss-up 9. A pagan rainmaker created by this author lived many thousands of years ago, when women ruled. In another novel by this author, one character dies of a snake bite shortly after revealing she gave birth to the title character's son. Joseph Net reaches the rank of Magister Ludi in the title activity of his last novel. In a novel by this author of the Glass Bead Game, the title of the saxophonist Pablo Harry Haller stabs his contrasting personality, Hermine, at a place designated for madmen only, the Magic Theater. For 10 points, name this German author of Siddhartha and Steppenwolf. Okay, if nobody's going to answer, 5, 4, toss-up goes dead. That was Hermann Hesse. Okay. They got 0 on the last bonus. Okay. Toss-up 10. It's not Kentucky, but the first KFC opened in this state. The world's heaviest tree, a quaking aspen called the pando, can be found in this state. This state's Dixie National Forest is adjacent to its Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. This state's Wasatch Range overlooks the cities. Yes, 1. Lucas?
This Utah.
It's Utah. That's for power.
Good job.
Bonus 10 for Bophaceans. These animals can swim in water constantly for days at a time by holding their hind legs flat like a rudder. 10 points each. Name these large bears, native to the Arctic regions, whose fur only appears white to easier blend in with their environment.
Polar bear?
Polar bears.
Yeah.
That is correct. The liver of polar bears contains enough of this vitamin to kill over 50 grown adults. This vitamin can be produced from beta-carotene.
So vitamin C.
Vitamin. Sure.
But vitamin C?
B12? Okay.
Yeah.
Vitamin C is incorrect. This is vitamin A, or retinol. Polar bears are able to swim efficiently due to having this specialized limb. In birds, they include the palmate and lobate types. Answer?
Hip.
Answer is webbed feet. That was 10 on the bonus, and now it's halftime. Are there any subs, or do you guys want to get a score check? Is everybody ready to proceed? I'm going to take that as a yes. Toss-up 11. For 9 days, this man's father orders his men to send timber to his funeral pyre, where he lays on the 10th day. This man's infant son cried after looking at his plumed helmet. This man slew Ptolemaeus, the first hero to die in the Trojan War. Ptolemaeus murdered this man. Jaden?
Paris? Oh, no.
That is incorrect, sorry. So -5 for Ripoff Asians. Ptolemaeus murdered this man's father on the altar of Zeus and threw his son Astyanax over the walls of Troy. This man's corpse was dragged around by a chariot after he was slain in a duel. After killing Patroclus, this husband of Andromache was chased around the walls of Troy by his eventual killer Achilles. For 10 points, name this son of Priam who was the greatest Trojan warrior. Okay. If nobody's going to buzz. The answer was Hector. The toss-up goes dead. Toss-up 12. A nebulized racemic form of this compound is used to treat croup. Along with bicarbonate, this compound is added to local anesthetics to create vasoconstriction. This compound is methylated from its predecessor by the enzyme PNMT and the chromatin cells. The sympathetic nervous system activates the release of this compound, which is secreted by the namesake glands above the kidney. Tiger?
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline is correct. 10 points. For green level. Bonus 12. An artist native to this city was killed by gunpowder explosion, but his 1654 work, The Goldfinch, miraculously survived. 10 points each. In the city, the location of the 17th century school, whose members include Carl Fabritas. A view of the city by its most famous resident depicts its skyline reflected in the river Siege.
Florence? I don't know.
Yeah.
Florence is incorrect. The answer is Delft. This Dutch artist painted the aforementioned view of the Delft. David Hockney has alleged that this artist used a camera obscura to paint interior scenes like the music lesson and the astronomer. Answer?
No.
Van Gogh.
Okay, the answer was Johannes Vermeer. Delft is also home to a style of pottery using white in this color, which appears alongside red and white on the Dutch flag.
That's blue, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Is that directed?
Or yeah.
Blue is correct. 10 on the bonus. Toss-up 13. Guy Davenport's The Geography of the Imagination alleges that this painting's central figures represent Pluto and Proserpina. This painting won a bronze medal and a $300 cash prize in a contest before being acquired by the Art Institute of Chicago. Several potted plants appear to be to the left of the arched windows in front of the central setting of this painting, inspired by the Dibble House in Iowa. This painting... June?
American Gothic.
American Gothic is correct. So 10 on toss-up 13. Bonus 13 for Ripoff Asians. After the Daughters of the American Revolution barred black opera singer Marian Anderson from performing at Constitution Hall, Eleanor Roosevelt instead organized a performance for her at this location for 10 points each. Name this landmark whose central statue was sculpted by Daniel Chester French.
The Lincoln Memorial.
Lincoln Memorial is correct. The Lincoln Memorial was also the site of this groundbreaking 1963 civil rights speech by Martin Luther King during the March on Washington.
I have a
The
dream.
speech,
The
right?
Dream.
Yeah.
That's correct. March on Washington was organized by Asa Philip Randolph and this activist. This man, the subject of a 2023 film, was accused by Strom Thurmond of being a communist, draft dodger, and homosexual.
Malcolm X.
Is it Malcolm X? Yeah, Malcolm
Um,
X.
Answer, that's incorrect. The answer is Bayard Rustin. So 20 on the bonus. Toss-up 14. Hamilton Fish helped resolve a diplomatic crisis named for one of these things during the 10 Years' War between US, UK, and Spain. The US blamed an incident involving a French-owned one of these things named La Courbe on Fidel Castro. 82 revolutionaries used another of these things called the Grand... Lucas?
Like a yacht.
I can accept that. Yes, that is 4 power. So you powered on toss-up 14. The answer was boats, but I could accept yachts. Minus 14. This law asserts that the change in internal energy of a system is equal to the sum of the work done on the system and the heat added to it. 10 points each. Name this law of thermodynamics that is essentially a restatement of the conservation of energy.
Is it zeroth?
That... Wait, is that directed?
Yeah, sure.
That is incorrect. It's the first law of thermodynamics. This type of process, which occurs without the transfer of heat and mass, supports the theory behind the first law of thermodynamics. Answer?
Radiation.
This is the adiabatic process. Ideal compression of gas in one of these devices is an example of the adiabatic process. Sidney Carnot names a theoretical heat type of these devices, whose internal combustion types are found in cars.
Oh, like,
Engine.
yeah, engines, right?
Engines is correct. 10 on the bonus. Toss-up 15. After switching horses with his master, a character in this novel named Young Phoenix is killed. In this novel, the followers of Heejin slaughter anyone who looks like a eunuch. The character in this work sends fake edicts to rulers calling a revolt against Zhongzhou. The character in this... Oh, Jaden?
Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
That is correct for power. So, okay. It was 10 on the bonus. And toss-up 15, Jaden from Ripoff Asians just powered. Okay. Bonus 15. This man's associate, Brendan Paul, who was arrested at a Miami airport, was accused of being his drug mule. 10 points each. Name this former rapper who was accused of sexual abuse allegations by longtime partner, Cassie Ventura.
Diddy?
I can accept Diddy.
Or did he?
On Combs. Diddy was also revealed to be among the original investors into this man's company X, which he renamed from Twitter after purchasing it in 2022.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
That is correct. A self-proclaimed member of this organization filed a lawsuit against Combs claiming that he ruined their illegal drug business. It was founded by the notorious Joaquin El Chapo Guzman.
Oh, the Sinaloa cartel.
That is correct. 30 on the bonus. Toss-up 16. This character is told by his friend that he's worth the whole damn bunch put together. While enlisted at Camp Taylor, this character meets a woman only to later learn, while at Trinity College, that she has married another man. This character tells his gardener to not drain out his pool, which is where he's found after being... Aiden?
Jay Gatsby.
Jay Gatsby, it's correct. 10 points. Bonus 16. It is not caramelization, but this reaction is responsible for the browning of bread. For 10 points each, this reaction which occurs between sugars and amino acids. It is named for a French chemist.
Oh, like fermentation, right?
Pasteurization.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, my bad.
That is incorrect. The answer is Maillard, the Maillard reaction. Like the similar caramelization, the Maillard reaction is unique in that it does not require the use of these molecules. The suffix "ase" is assigned to these biological catalysts.
Enzymes, right?
Yeah, enzymes. Yeah, I think.
Enzymes is correct. In this reaction, this functional group on the sugar reacts with the amino acid when heat is applied. This functional group is characterized by carbon-oxygen double bond and includes ketones and aldehydes.
Hydrocarbons? I think it's
Sure. Go with
hydrocarbons.
Correct group. So this would be 10 on the bonus. Toss-up 17. This quantity is equal to the square root of lambda for the Poisson distribution. This quantity is denoted K, while second central movement squared is this quantity. The empirical rule states that 68 will lie between 1, 2, or 3 of these from the mean respectively. Ross?
Standard deviation.
Standard deviation is correct. 10 points. 17. Bonus 17. An author from this country lost the Nobel Prize in Literature to Albert Camus by a single vote. 10 points each. Name this home country of Nikos Kazantzakis. His character Zorba meets Madame Hortense on this country's island of Crete.
Is Greece, I think.
Is it Greece? Sure. Greece.
Greece is the answer. Correct. Kazantzakis wrote a modern sequel to this work, whose first 4 books follow the protagonist's son, Telemachus.
All you.
The Odyssey. I don't know. Odyssey.
Odyssey is correct. Kazantzakis' title character, Zorba the Greek, has this profession in Crete. Etienne Lantier leads a strike of these members in this specific profession in Emile Zola's novel, Germinal.
I don't know, sailors.
No. Farmer direct.
Oh yeah.
Farmers is incorrect. The answer is coal miners, so that was 20 on the bonus. In a piece, this composer wrote as an engagement present for his wife, a piano accompanies a violin playing G sharp, B, G sharp, F sharp, E, E sharp, E, A. This composer of Salute d'Amour portrayed that wife Alice as CAE in the first movement of another work. This composer used descending melodic sevenths to portray his publisher Augustus J. Jagger in the Nimrod movement of his 14-part. Yes, Jaden?
Algar.
That is correct. 10 points. Bonus 18. During a siege of this settlement, a set of fortifications were built around it in a method known as circumvallation. 10 points each. In the city where Vercingetorix and his troops were defeated by Julius Caesar during a 1552 BC battle.
Rome? I don't know. Rome?
Roll?
Oh, it's Turex.
Turks?
No,
That is
Turex.
incorrect. That is incorrect. The answer is Alesia. The Battle of Alesia and the defeat of Vercingetorix occurred during Julius Caesar's conquest of this region, which Caesar wrote a series of commentaries on.
All.
Yeah, Gaul, right?
All is correct. His commentaries on the Gallic Wars, Julius Caesar wrote that Gaul is a region that is divided into this many parts. A group of this many powerful Romans that Julius Caesar belonged to was known as the First Triumvirate.
3.
3? Yeah.
3 is correct. That's 20 on the bonus. Toss-up 19. Entangled bank and express train models concern migrations across this region. Sodalair dynasty in this region built a capital at Nan Madol. Tante stamped pottery characterizes this region's Lapita culture. Yapese culture in this body of water built large rye stones. Stick charts were used as navigation in this body of water, whose people also built outrigger canoes. Rapanui Lucas?
Like the Pacific Ocean?
Pacific Ocean is correct for 10. Okay, bonus 19 for Ripoff Asians. Loki often interfered with the craftsmanship of the dwarves. For 10 points each, the dwarves created a golden example of this body part for Sif, the wife of Thor, after it was removed when Loki snuck into her room.
Is it like arm?
Answer?
I don't know.
Incorrect. The answer is hair.
Oh, hair.
Thor had to wear a pair of iron gauntlets while wielding one of these weapons called Mjolnir, due to
Hammer.
Loki stinging.
Yes,
Hammer.
hammer.
Answer is correct. Hammer. The dwarves, referring to this figure's son, crafted Odin's beard Gungnir, Sif's golden hair, and Freyr's flying ship Skithblootnir. This figure is also said to be the father of Idun.
It's guard Loki.
Answer? That is incorrect. The answer is Ivaldi, so that was 10 on the bonus. Toss-up 20, final toss-up. According to Leo Alatius, the product of one instance of this action ascended to the rings of Saturn. Zipporah performed this action at an inn with Gershom after hearing that God would kill Moses. The practice of sucking blood followed this practice spread herpes in Orthodox communities. The Jewish name for this practice is Brit Milah, or Bris. Mohels specialize in carrying out this practice, which is accompanied by a naming ceremony on the 8th day after a child's birth. Suhas?
Baptism?
That is incorrect. -5. For 10 points, name this practice of removing the foreskin. Arjun?
Circumcision.
Circumcision is correct for 10 points. Bonus 20, final bonus. An art object crafted by this man, titled Cockerel, includes a mechanism which allows a rooster to peek out of its surface. For 10 points each, name this Russian craftsman who created a collection of ornate objects, including iterations dubbed Imperial Coronation and Gatchina Palace for Emperors Alexander III and Nicholas II. Answer?
Palace.
That is
Winter
incorrect.
Palace.
The answer is Fabergé. Fabergé designed the aforementioned imperial collection of these objects for Russian royalty. These objects were often symbolically gifted to the Romanov family on Easter.
Like, what do you call those?
Answer?
I'm not sure. Orbs.
The answer was eggs.
Oh,
It's
A 1908 Fabergé egg made for Dowager Maria Fedorovna contained a mechanical one of these objects in a gilded brass. The room named for these animals was painted by James Whistler and Thomas Jekyll.
isn't it like elephants?
sure.
That is
go for it.
incorrect. The answer was peacock. And that was 0 on the bonus. And that brings the end of this match. Game.
Good game.
Good game.
Yeah.